evening, late night freaks. I'm here to do a read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And I'm continuing on with the new love reading series at Broad Coven, which is Venus love readings. And I'm going to read Taurus Venus now. So if your Venus is in the sign of Taurus, or if your Venus placement is in the house of Taurus, which is the second house in your natal chart, this reading is for you. You may find resonance with the messages that come through. This is a timeless reading. The message finds you when you're ready to receive it. And yeah, let's just dive in and see what's in store. We see that you might have been dealing with somebody doing something a little bit shady behind your back, okay? Maybe somebody has some kind of ulterior motives. That's the first thing coming in. So let's see what we got for Taurus, Venus, and Taurus house, second house, Venus placements in the love department. What do we need to know? We already had a stack of cards come through right off the top, and I'm taking them. They all came in together. I always take them even when they come out in a big chunk like that. I often find they create the story of what really is happening. Well, you know, this is really kind of cool here because we have this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? And that is that Taurus energy. It's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? And right next to that, we have the Hanged Man here, all right? And then we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like you've recently made a decision in love where you decided to move away from a bunch of drama, a bunch of fuck shit, and a bunch of swords in your back with that Seven of Swords, you know, that kind of came up as the bottom of the deck energy. I feel like you really dealt with a situation where you felt pretty worked over, you know? And I think you've taken some space from this. I feel you've really moved away from this energy, but you're also taking some space just to get your head clear. I feel like whoever you were dealing with really did a number on you. Like they worked you. They mind fucked you. They mind fucked you. And I feel like you needed to create this space so you could kind of like hang out for a bit, look at things from a different perspective, and sort of get this person's energy out of your space so you can see things clearly. For some of you, I feel like you might even go on some kind of trip over water, you know, something at a distance. You might get some geographical distance. You might want to go on a bit of a like soul's pilgrimage, you know, kind of clearing this person's energy out of your space. But I feel like this was like such a wise choice, you know, it really lands you in a place of solidity within yourself, very much aligned with your truth and your strength, feeling really good about yourself and actually entering a very prosperous cycle. So I don't know if this person's energy was actually even kind of blocking your abundance potential. You know, sometimes that can happen, especially if you're in a connection with somebody where you're doing all the giving, you know, and you're not used to getting any receiving. It can start to manifest in your finances too, where you're working really hard, but the, you know, return isn't coming back in. 4:08 on the clock when I said that, you know, so it's like, I think you learned a lot of things from this connection. We'll get a clearer picture about this connection, but that's what I'm seeing is kind of opening up here in the basis of the matter. This is really about finding your own value, you know, your own value, and knowing that you deserved, you know, the give and take. Oh yeah, this is beautiful energy right here. Beautiful energy. Oh, I love it. Okay. We see here you have the Chariot sandwiching the Ace of Cups and Temperance on the other side. So this is what you needed to do to create balance. You know, you're not looking for any kind of, you know, Dictatorship. I don't know. I don't know why that came through. Maybe you felt like the person you were with was kind of controlling, you know? Maybe you felt kind of pushed around by their energy. Maybe they kind of like made you feel like you were less than in some ways, you know? It might have been a very combative kind of connection. I'm getting this kind of like butting of heads energy is really what's coming through. And I think you're not looking for that, right? You're looking for balance. You're looking for balance. And I think that, you know, you kind of like were wearing a blindfold in a way, like, you know, you were sort of masking the truth. And you were doing this balancing act in this connection where it was all about, you know, putting on the good show that yeah, everything's great, you know, we have this wonderful connection, but you know, it was kind of an act, you know, and I think you're really coming out of this. You're coming into yourself and you're finding your own balance within yourself, right? With this Ace of Cups energy here, okay? But this also shows that there's a new beginning in love. The new beginning in love is that it starts first within you, but I do see you're going to see signs within Leo season. See these Two of Cups and Temperance's hands here. That symbol really looks like the Leo symbol to me. So maybe a Leo factors prominently in this situation for you. Or you might have strong Leo placements in your chart, but I see you're holding out for the real thing that's a give and take. And I think you're going to see positive signs of this coming in for you. I feel there's going to be positive movement in this situation, okay? In the love department, something's going to come in that gives you hope for an actual give and take relationship, you know? Let's see what else we got going on here. I want to see the top of the deck energy actually. Yeah, that's the Judgment, okay? So it looks like judgment in your favor in this situation. You exercised sound judgment. You made the right choice. You invested in yourself. You're going to see the return of that. And I do see that by investing in yourself, you're really going to come to a real place of fulfillment. I feel like a lot of this may have to do around your work too. Like right now, it might feel really empowering to just be building for yourself. I think you're going to find a lot of enjoyment out of that. And a lot of prosperity. But I see you kind of, you know, vibing on your own frequency, you know, and it's because of this place of being so in alignment within yourself that it brings in something in Leo season. Something comes through that's real. 7:55 on the clock when I said that brings something in that gives an opportunity to, like, you know, now build with another where somebody can really meet you. But I feel it might kind of like surprise you a bit. And I think this person also may want to move forward, you know, kind of quickly. That also might be surprising. Again, another Leo sign here, okay? We got the Strength card. That is Leo's card. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo, somebody who has Leo strongly aspected in their chart, or somebody that just even really presents as a Leo, you know, charismatic, you know, kind of brings their light forward, you know, playful kind of energy, you know, all those fifth house energies, all right? But I do see that it could potentially be somebody from your past too. I have to mention that with the Strength card. Sometimes the Strength card in relation to love matters can relate to overcoming a past pattern in a relationship that kept it like kind of on this stuck point, like sort of like a skip in a record, you know, just going 9/11 on the clock when I said that, you know, just going over the same old ground over and over again and not getting anywhere. I think this is kind of a twofold message because I'm getting two different stories here, okay? So you're going to have to lean into how it's speaking to you. But one thing I'm getting is that, you know, it was by investing in yourself and moving forward like this that you really overcame a very, very karmic lesson where you gave your power away in the past, you know, to this individual, and not just this individual, but it was like a pattern in your life. But this relationship, you know, this relationship, this karmic relationship, which all relationships are karmic, all, even soulmate relationships are karmic, because we're all karmic. We all come into this life with karma, you know. It's so funny how people label karmics like that. We're all karmic. We're all here doing the work, you know. And some of us are at different points on our paths, and it's about appreciating that and understanding that. But I feel like, you know, there was some major closing of a karmic cycle in this relationship where you really fucking got it and you called your power back. You're standing in that now. And I think that there may be an opportunity to stand in that power actually in front of this person. Like, it's almost like I'm getting the feeling that the past is going to come back so it can witness you in your power. Oh, 11:01 on the clock when I said that. It's going to be an opportunity really for you to embody the healing journey you've been on in the love department. I'm getting that so strongly here, okay? Because it's the Empress that, you know, tames the beasts, you know? It's the Empress, and the Empress is the embodiment of all four queens: the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. And the Empress is able to temper, you know, working with that temperance energy. There's a lot about this balancing energy, this beautiful balancing energy. And I really feel this was a major karmic cycle that you closed up in the love department. And I believe there is a person who factors very strongly in this, and they may be a Leo or have Leo strongly aspected in their chart. Or potentially you could have been dealing with another, you know, you could have been dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like you moved correctly, and you really completed a major cycle. And I'm so curious what's on the other side. So on the other side of that is the Ten of Cups, okay? So it's like when you find, it's like the ending of an old cycle needs to come before there can be the beginning of a new one. So, you know, for some of you, you know, you may be able to heal a past relationship and have a reconciliation. You know, maybe there's been enough time and enough growth to transform the imbalance. You know, and sometimes that is the karmic healing that comes through. It can be with this, you know, Strength card. It can signify an old love returning. And with the Ten of Cups, with the Ace of Cups, this could be reconciliation with somebody from the past. But it definitely shows that there's like balancing work to be done between the two of you. So I feel like that's kind of what's coming forward. Either way, this is an opportunity to have closure with the past cycle and step into a new cycle that's about this, you know. I don't see you settling, you know. You're not going to settle. You're going to hold out for this, you know, somebody who really can meet you. But I do feel there's this past influence there. For sure, there's a past influence there, and there's this need to balance things out, and I think you're going to do very well with that. I think you're going to do very well with that. For some of you, it's actually reconnecting with a loved one and, you know, working through stuff together on a very deep level. But, you know, staying in your own, you know, kind of staying in your own power in this situation as you work through these things, but it can lead to reconciliation. This person would be very invested in the healing work with you, you know, and it would also be a test. Did you learn your lessons, you know, because I feel like there was imbalance in this connection in the past. Did you learn your lessons? Are you going to, you know, stick around if you notice a red flag? If you notice the pattern repeating, are you going to stick around? You know, so remember that sometimes strength can also signify something coming back around to just test us to see, did you learn the lessons? Right? Did you learn the lessons? Important to be mindful of the many layers of how this can manifest, you know. But I do see on the other side of it, there's empowerment and there's a beautiful connection. Okay, so let's do a kind of the deck energy because I'm really curious here. Yeah, it takes work with this Three of Pentacles, okay? I do see there's some kind of investment and a connection here, but there is work involved. And there's another sign of the work, you know? It's like, this is showing with the Eight of Pentacles, if you put the work in, that there's room for growth here. You know, there's something to build on here. It wouldn't be a wasted effort. I think you will question it at first. This is just kind of like my initial impressions and what I'm feeling. You know, you don't want to repeat this. You don't want to feel burdened again. You don't want to end up in that place where you feel like you're the one taking full responsibility for the relationship, you know? But that's not what you're looking at here, okay? Holy shit. You all are about to be blessed up, man. That's not what's happening here. We got the Two of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles and Justice, baby. Like I said, 16:22 on the clock when I said that. This is fate, man. This is fate working in your life to reward you for doing the work. You're getting a level up, and it's because you did the fucking work. You got a partner coming in. You got a partner coming in who can actually build with you. And it is a soulmate connection. With this Ace of Pentacles, this is a timing card, okay? And it does represent spring. So I feel like this situation is going to build slowly. I don't think it's going to be like overnight, you know? I think it'll come in kind of quickly and take you by surprise, that there's this opportunity, but it's not going to be like things just happen a mile a minute. I think you're also going to be really focused on your work, you know, building. You're going to continue to build. You got that Queen of Pentacles energy there, okay? So you're going to continue to build for yourself. You're banking on yourself first and foremost, but I do see Ten of Pentacles in the end, but look for this to kind of really come to fruition in the spring, all right? Spring from whenever you hear this, because this reading is timeless. Looks pretty good to me. It's just up to you. Is it time to like put your foot down with this person and close the door and let them see you in your strength as you walk away? Or are you wanting to invest the energy in healing this connection?